Hello, collective. Welcome to my channel, guys. This is a pretty impromptu reading. I feel so pushed to do it. I'm not gonna ramble on. I am gonna be using cards that I created. That's what I feel pushed to do, guys. These are the pre-shuffle cards, but I felt the need to leave them out there. I'm gonna start by saying, especially with the main focus card being masculine energy, there is such a strong energy of that push to engage in the masculine energy. Not only the masculine energy within yourself, no matter what energy you predominantly resonate in, there's a need to tap into that masculine energy through self and through the masculine energy in your life. It's important. It feels very important. It was 111 when I said that. This masculine card that I've created here, it says, take charge. Divine masculine energy, lower chakras, true happiness and faith, strength, firm, patient, worldly, reversed, bold, business-oriented, and move forward. A lot of you, I'm hearing strongly, get grounded. Get grounded. Ground what you're doing, ground what you're thinking, ground what you're creating. Ground the energies in your life that you want to maintain. Because we're going in a direction where we have change, a heavy influence of change, shifting, evolving, discarding, reversing of energies. That reverses what no longer serves you, what was never yours to begin with. Give it back. Reverse that energy that you've been taking on as yours. It's just 2:22 on the clock. Reverse that and then stand strong in your authentic happiness. Have faith moving forward into the future. Learn how to control and utilize those lower chakras. Masculine energy is very good with the lower chakras, and they're good with taking charge and changing the dynamics of situations, moving forward, being able to be business oriented, worldly, focused on family, friends, business relationship, friendships, actual love relationships. Things of a worldly dynamic. There's a main focus here. And with what needs to be worked on, we have meditate. And thinking, you must also listen. On second thought, this is a call for a lot of you to really, got a little sage here, to really, it feels again like a mix of the masculine energy and the feminine energy, especially moving forward into where your most of your power is coming from is this feminine energy. But back to what I was saying, with this meditate card here, there's a blend because you're using the feminine energy and the upper chakras in meditating and getting your energy together, mind, body, and mind, soul, and higher self. Getting into that divine energy where you're able to use your logic and your reason, your thought, as with the masculine energy, but also the softness of the feminine energy where you're able to use the spirit, the higher levels of consciousness, that softer spiritual energy. Some of you may need to really give second thought to some things that's going on in your experience at this time. For some of you, it may be work, it may be home, it may be certain dynamics within certain relationships, it could be business. But you're going to need to take a second look before you really dive deep. Moving forward, again with that grounding energy, pay attention to the seeds that you're sowing, it feels like. Pay attention to the harvest that is uprooting here. and what roots are staying firm, especially with firm, what roots are staying strong. What are you willing to be patient for? You know, bold action. Again, in thinking, you must also listen. Listen to the thoughts that are not your own. Think about the emotions that have come in, especially with the bottom of the deck. What's coming in? You have genuine intuition. Honor your emotions and structure them with logic. Listen to your heart. And this is about. Okay, we're jumping ahead. We're gonna go back. Okay. Where the larger part of your power is coming from here is this divine feminine card. It says transparent. Divine feminine energy, upper chakras, true love, believe, create, nurture, forgiveness, honest, goddess energy, queen, simplicity, and spiritual. And I feel like a large part of this card is not only about that beautiful harmony, of the self engaged with the spiritual self. But with both of these cards here, this beautiful masculine, feminine, and feminine energy, and again, this masculine energy does feel like it's more of a focus of bringing your focus to that masculine energy within you and external to you, and definitely external to you. Pay attention to how masculine energy, if you're an energy that doesn't typically resonate in the masculine energy, pay attention to how masculine energy moves. Pay attention to the common denominators in the energies in your life that are predominantly masculine energy. I feel like there's things here that you can learn from. If you have, your grandparents, your grandfathers, your fathers, your uncles, masculine cousins, friends, whatever, the masculine energies in your life, appreciate them and engage with them. Because again, your power is coming from your feminine energy. So with this power coming from this feminine energy, it's like getting the best of both worlds. And it's all transpiring right now. Sorry guys, I got an interruption. I just want to make sure I'm back into the energy, guys. Because what I feel from this, and you guys know I believe everything happens for a reason. And I feel that interruption was kind of to put me back on course a little more, because I was diving deeper and beginning to center out one card. There's an energy of how these two cards play off of each other. As you're in such this light energy where you're practicing forgiveness, you're being I'm hearing a co-creator, but you're using that creative energy. You're nurturing projects and self. You're using forgiveness, and you're recognizing that forgiveness is for self. You're elevating into this energy here with this goddess and queen energy, and that's irregardless of gender. That's about, baby, I'm recording. With simplicity, there's an energy here of just going with the flow, being in tune with spirit. And with you, it feels like a lot of release coming from this divine feminine energy here. And I feel like a part of that, part of the reason this masculine energy here is to create that beautiful yin yang dynamic where you're releasing things and you're grounding the new things, the change, the charge, you know. It's rooting into your experience. Pay attention to your thoughts and your actions. Pay attention to what can come and what can go. Again, honor your emotions and structure them with logic. Listen to your heart. It's the time for you to be genuine, especially again with transparent. You have a lot of intuition coming through at this time. Really use this beautiful yin-yang dynamic that's happening in your experience. Meditate and ground it. It's a lot of things happening. Look at that root chakra, ground it. It's a lot of things happening for your benefit. To give you security, for you to feel safe. And it's almost an energy where it's taking you out of your survival tactics. And you're seeing how life can be beautiful. You know, it can be beautiful and ugly. You know, it can be easy and hard. But when you're in the flow, it's like an energy where that yin-yang dynamics doesn't matter. It's almost like a circle. Especially with that feminine energy being your most powerful energy at this time. So that will be the energy you're more so operating in. And this is why you definitely want to hug tight to masculine energy. Keep that yin-yang from being separate. You know, focus on your perspective. Focus on the way that you're staying rooted, the way that you're staying grounded, the way you're adjusting to this harmonious difference in self and reality. For some of you, if you have some childhood or some things that are speaking directly to the inner child, pay attention to that. Whether it's coming up to help raise your vibration, or whether it's coming up to show you that there's something that can be released at that time. It's going to be different, but pay attention. Root chakra is about the foundation of your lower self. And as anything, the foundations need to be strong in order to build upon. And you're definitely building on the different energies in your experience. Someone's calling. You're definitely building on the experiences moving forward. So let's give one overall final closeout message here, please. What does the collective I was reading for need to know about how all of these energies are playing a factor moving forward, and how to keep these opposing energies that were never meant to be opposing, really. I don't like that example. How to keep these two beautiful, different, yet harmonious energies staying harmonious. Beautiful heart chakra. We've got it again. Genuine intuition. Honor your emotions and structure them with logic. Listen to your heart. And it really feels like this is you recognizing and honoring who you are on a personal level, while still being able to structure these ever-changing emotions. Emotions is just energy in motion. It's different thoughts, different feelings, different vibrations coming and going. Honor them. They have come to you for a reason. You have pulled them in vibrationally for a reason. Now structure them with logic on how they best benefit you moving forward, or why they need to be surrendered. But honor why they have come to you to begin with. When you honor your heart, you're better able to honor your mind. That's what I get from it, guys. Pay attention to the details at the bottom of the deck. Is growth coming from this or not? Are you happy? This is any noun here. Again, pay attention to the details. The details, the whys, the whens, the hows. What's synchronistic when certain emotions come about? Pay attention to life. Be present. Be very present in the moment. Okay? This is, again, any noun. Is growth coming from this or not? Are you happy? Your heart, your body, your mind, the mind and the body, your spirit, your intuition, your life around you. It all will tell you what's going on. Pay attention. Be present. In body, in spirit, and in the world around you. Let's get one card up. Let's get one card here. Prophecy. Wow. I really feel like a lot of you are in the right place at the right time for a chain of events. This feels like a chain of events of things that we're always aligned with what's meant to happen right now. And for a lot of you, it feels like you should understand that with this energy, irregardless of what you've been through, all of what you've experienced thus far, it all has helped direct you in a way where you're directly in alignment with purpose, with reasoning, divine order, with divine order, guys. 9, 10, this breaks down to a 9 as well. We have a 4 here with it being structured. It's very structured. This is, again, the way things are meant to be. If you're having any resistance, which I feel like a lot of you are, you're in a time where you feel the masculine, the feminine energy very strongly. And it's kind of creating this tug and pull. But if you surrender, again, honor your emotions and structure them with logic, you begin to recognize with honoring your emotions, that feminine energy, structuring them with logic, that masculine energy, you bring them to a harmony. You bring them to a harmony, bring yourself into a harmony. Faith. 8, 9, 10. You guys. Divine order. Structure. Logic. Reason. We have compassion here. Also a 9. It feels like that's not what's wanting to be. There we go. Clarity. Tell me if you see this. I'm recording. Love you. Is there anything else that wants to be said here? They're pulling my mind back to this. Pay attention here. Pay attention to the details, guys. Everything is in divine order. Have compassion for yourself and what you've experienced. Again, it put you in direct connection, alignment to what has already been prophesied. And I feel like with this prophecy is what your soul already instinctually knows, that truth, that divine truth that is already and locked within your being. What gives you faith? Beautiful, beautiful at the bottom. Sacred magic of the divine lives within you. Tap into your power. Listen. I'm sorry. Learn to believe. Okay? You guys have to learn to believe in the impossible here. That sacred magic of the divine lives within you. Tap into your power. Some of you need to learn to have better control over your abilities. And there's a strong connection here with this intuition here, and pay attention to the details. And needing to better have control over your abilities, especially when tapping into your power. That sacred magic of the divine that lives within you. That, again, that clarity. It's almost the energy of what are you going to do with all of this development, this recognition of everything falling in order. Again, most of your power is coming, or well, I'll phrase that differently. The power you're most using or drawing from at this time is that divine feminine energy, especially with this compassion here and this faith, this recognition of divine order, this clarity. What else can we know here about paying attention to the details? Paying attention to the details, please. That's a lot. That's a lot. Be confident. Look at this. Be confident in your own developed abilities. Abundance can be yours in all forms. And a lot of you, it comes from your abilities. Take good care of yourself. Commune with the divine. What is it that you truly want? Working together in a friendship, partnership, or relationship. We talked about these things here. You can change a lot through having self-love at the bottom of the deck. Again, be confident in your own well-developed abilities. You're in that divine feminine energy, pulling from the masculine energy while in a meditative or potentially able to tap into that raw meditative energy, or I'm hearing ability. That was the cards we had originally. This coming out twice. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your intuition. Be confident in your abilities. Be genuine to who you are. We had transparent before. Operate in your authenticity, really. Because you really can have abundance in all forms. But you have to take good care of yourself as well. The energy you give yourself is also a part of the energy that's returned to self. Commune with the divine. It brings us also back to meditate. Also the divine within self. Honor your emotions, honor your heart. Honor the divine, honor your team. Give thanks. That hit a nerve there. Some of you guys, you don't realize how much your team is really doing behind the scenes. They're doing a lot on your behalf behind the scenes, and there's a need to have gratitude. And what's out of your control, be assured within yourself that anything that is outside of your control, it's in the divine's hand. especially when you're able to surrender. Forgiveness, we had the energy of forgiveness here. That felt important. We still have compassion. We have, what is it that you truly want? And with right above that being abundance can be yours in all forms. A lot of you do want abundance in all forms. But how many of you are honoring yourself enough to make your yes really matter and your no's matter? Your yes has to count and your no has to matter. Someone needed to hear that, I'm assuming. I feel like a lot of you will be getting clarity on what it is that you truly want. I feel like some of you want so much, but it needs to be structured in a way where you can manifest. Because there's an energy here where the divine gives you, but you also have to co-create, right? And maybe this is also where this working with others comes in. You know, whether friendships, partnerships, relationships. Some of you need to let people in. But not in a way where you're releasing. Some of you gotta understand, even when you work with others, you have the right to do what the fuck you want to. That simple. I'm just not gonna put any energy into that. Some of you need to go for what you want. You're getting the signs, the synchronicities. With you care, it's an energy where you're passionate about it. There's something you want to bring into fruition. And it may be tied to your abilities, or there could again be that intuitive push. All of you is telling you to do it. 1919 on the clock. But there's a hesitance. Go after whatever you desire. Take control over yourself and your reality. Again, you can change a lot through having self-love. Look at that mind over matter right behind that. And this is the card that I felt. Do you believe that your past is equal to your present or your future? This is a lot about your belief system. Especially falling with mind over matter. You can have a lot through self-love. Release the past. Honor why a lot of these emotions are coming back to you. Everything is within divine order. Have compassion for yourself. Release yourself from the past binds and the belief that karma has to stay tied to you. The lesson doesn't have to be returned to you. You can learn the lesson mentally, emotionally, vibrationally. Through forgiveness, you release yourself, 2020 on the clock, you release yourself of that karmic tie. Some of you, I feel you need to hear this. Your past is no longer a factor. That's not something that has to reoccur. If you recognize the lesson, you release yourself of the karma. It doesn't have to come back and replay itself for that to be the karmic lesson that's done. Anything can be cleared by acceptance and releasal. Release yourself from the karmic ties mentally, emotionally, physically. Release yourself of it from within yourself before it has to become a reoccurring play in your experience. This experience is a play in itself. Okay? Harmonize the different levels of self. Absolutely. If you're holding to the past, you're creating a block in the future. Release it. It's mind over matter. You can have a lot of change through having self-love. And self-love comes even stronger when you harmonize the different levels of self. Don't hold yourself to the belief that your past is even remotely equal to your present or your future. You're walking into a prophesized event, divine order for your life. The reason, the mustard seed of faith that was planted in you at birth. And to me, you know, faith is tied to the soul. Look at this. You can overcome any difficulties. Save, invest. Okay, make your yes count. Make your no matter. We talked about this. All of the energies I felt are emerging now. Save yourself from the bullshit by investing in yourself, guys. Now's the time for you to make that detailed plan or perfect the plan that you have. Okay? Allow the divine to help you. With the help of the divine, you can execute this plan pretty perfectly. Get in tune with the divine energy all around you. We're going to end it there, okay, guys? Take more time to lovingly commune with your true self. This is all about you. You recognizing how powerful you are, that you're in the right place at the right time in your experience, that you can surrender the past, that you're in a harmonious union with masculine energy and feminine energy, which is beautiful blend of self. You're in an energy where you can harmonize the mind. The mind has a heavy lease on the body. So the mind and the body within itself, the soul and the higher aspect of self, the divine energy. Listen to yourself, you guys. Honor yourself and pay attention to the details within your body, within your life, within your experience, within your soul's communication. Clarity is coming. Heart awakening is coming, and beautiful synchronicities that help you go for it. Go for the things you want in life. Work on yourself. Work on your plan for your future. Communicate more lovingly with the true aspect of yourself, guys. And get in tune with the divine energy that's all around you. Everything is in divine order. Have compassion with yourself and where you are on your journey. Okay, guys? Have a great one. I love, 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 and appreciate you all for the support. You guys, let the blessings fall. Have a good one.